guys, in this video I want to share 3 study tips that have been working really well for me lately. If you have any study tips or advice of your own that you'd like to share, definitely leave it in the comments down below because I'll be reading and replying to as many as possible, and I'm always looking for new methods and tips for studying. The first tip I have is to be stubborn about your goals and flexible in your methods. And basically, it's very, very important to first have a goal that you look forward to accomplishing, whether that's on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, maybe by the semester or the entire school year. But as long as you have something written down that will keep you accountable and working towards completing your goal, then that is always really important and can keep you really motivated throughout a long period of time. And I also think that it's important to be flexible about your method of achieving that goal. If something isn't working or you're not being as successful as you'd like to, then definitely look and see what's not making you successful and switch around your method. So maybe you have to change up the way you study for a test or how you take notes and maybe try a different method, and usually that will do the trick. My next tip for you guys is to always prefer active studying and learning over passive studying and learning. For those of you who don't know what that means, if you passively study, that means you're just reading over your notes or you're flipping through a book and just scanning through the information. Like, yes, you're processing it, but you aren't really solidifying the connections as you read. And so instead of passively flipping through your notes or books, it's important to try to actively study, which means that you are either highlighting or writing notes in the margins, you're annotating in like a novel, or maybe you're quizzing a friend, having a friend quiz you, teaching a concept to someone, maybe writing out a mind map, using flashcards, online practice quizzes, really anything that'll get you engaged and kind of invested within the information, and that will really help you solidify your understanding of the concepts, and that will help you be more successful in your classes. So I've definitely mentioned this previously on my channel, but this is a really, really important piece of advice that I think everyone should really follow, and that is to avoid distractions while you're studying. I myself have found that recently I've had my phone with me while I've done my homework and studying, and I find myself constantly checking texts and answering my friends and checking Instagram and Tumblr, and really not getting a whole lot done because I'm taking constant breaks every time I get a new notification on my phone. So what I do is always put it on do not disturb or airplane mode, and then I put my phone across the room, and that way I can really avoid constant distraction, and I give myself breaks after certain periods of time of doing my assignments and doing my homework, and that really just helps me be more efficient. Be sure to check out my previous video if you enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also check out my Snapchat, Instagram, and Tumblr accounts. Bye guys!